great meeting also most of you last night, and that's inclusion.
Great inclusion.
Yes. As Yorgo says, only 3 words. We are the EU agency based in Turin, but we work with the countries around Europe. Now, the aim of this sub-theme in the Centers of VET Excellence that ETF is facilitating and managing and feeding into the development, we have this technology and innovation for inclusion. How we see it, and that was the call for the members to take part, was that we are looking at innovative parts and processes in education and training for skills for inclusion. What I mean, because as a mandate, we are an EU agency for VET, but now it's for human capital development, but that's how it was set up at the EU level for the countries around Europe. So with this network, we wanted to bring what's happening, as it was mentioned by Shamal and then Yorgos, for all the areas that Shamal mentioned, to zoom up the systems and how each country, each group of people, each group of centers, I'm not saying of excellence, they are doing things to excel in what they think themselves in their given context, what brings excellence. Another characteristic that we have in this group is very diverse. We have 11 countries, and we have from all the 3 areas around the EU, so we bring completely different socio-political setups in these countries, but here we could bring, and we're so grateful to Cometa and you all for accepting us from Albania and Israel, which they will give 2 different, not views, but how they approach this inclusiveness in their setup. And we see that theory is one thing, concepts are one thing, practice is another thing. But then, if you look in depth into the practices, they give us a lot, they show us a lot, and that's where another inclusiveness is there. So we have to see what's happening outside the EU and to see how much we can learn from each other. A second call is that our countries also, they can join you, and I call on behalf of them, 11, I don't have all of them, as a plea for joining for Erasmus, because they all can participate in the Erasmus project, and whenever you have calls and you want to participate, they are very active, very professional, and they would like to participate with you, but you will have my contacts, you can contact us if you want members of our networks, which are really brilliant. So I leave it to that. If there are questions and details, but I've given also a PowerPoint presentation, but I don't like a PowerPoint presentation, but just in case when people want to contact. And we have Israel and Albania. Now, whom do we want to have first? The boys will fight? Is it alphabetic? Is it whose practice is better or worse than the other?
Alphabetical order.
Okay, order, alphabet, alphabet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and it's a great pleasure to be with you.
Posso avere anche il pointer? Yes.
Could you? Okay.
Yes.
The pointer is on the table.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Cometa team, for inviting me in this great event. When I received the email, I saw Mr. Paolo and Mr. Alessandro, and I think with myself, what a coincidence, like Paolo Maldini and Alessandro Del Piero, that are 2 of the best players of the Italian football team. And now, after watching what you do here in Cometa, I believe that all in this room, we think that you are the best for the effort, for everything you do for these children and all the activities made so far. So I'm Besim Xhaja. I represent here Hospitality and Tourism School of Tirana. I am project coordinator, businesses relationship between school and companies, and also in my free time, I'm teacher. So, sharing innovation in social inclusion, happening work-based learning. We are a hospitality tourism school with 800 students. We are one of the oldest schools in Albania, but I mean, what is all this for us? Maybe for all of you is very young or medium age, because we are only 8 years school. We are located in Tirana, the capital of Albania. And what we do regarding social inclusion and why we are part of Excellence Center of Vocational Schools. Quality to the professional preparation, culture of cooperation, friendly atmosphere, and the high number of social activities, but not only. The main objective for social inclusion is offer high-quality professional training programs, a special approach regarding people and children came from immigration, but not only them who came back from a foreign country, but also them who moved to another from inside Albania, because small cities, maybe the only aim or purpose is to move to the capital because they have better labor opportunities there. Dropout history, difficulty with social economic background. And for sure, children with special need learning. Our strongest point is the highest number of businesses cooperation. So we are the school in Albania with the biggest number of partners. We have 270 partners, businesses partners, and this is the highest number in Albania regarding this field, and 700 students have conducted businesses practice internship, and also one of our point of strength is that 80% of them are all employed. So since the second grade of the school, all the students are working, are getting paid, and in this difficult time that all the world is living, not only Europe or not only Ukraine where the war is getting, are living a struggle time with financial difficulties, and for a family to have some extra income from their children since they are 16 years old is very helpful and is also the best marketing for our school. We have those profiles in our school: cooking, pastry, bartending, restaurant, front office, hospitality services, and touristic guide. I guess that the structure is the same as all over the Europe, 2+1+1, only for the touristic guide is 2+2. Our curricula is divided on those percentages: 30% of general culture, 22% of professional theory, and 48% vocational practices. Albania has a very large coast, seaside, and is something unique that our seaside start in north of Albania, continue in the middle of the map, and ends in south of Albania. And from north to south of Albania, you can find our students working, especially during the summertime. Albania, especially Tirana, is growing very fast. Right now, you can find in Tirana international brands like Marriott, like Hilton, like Intercontinental Hotels, and Also, these international brands make more easy the job for the school. They are very interested normally to have apprentices, trainees from our school, but for sure they knock on your door when you know that your students are qualified and they have the willing to work and the willing to change. A small panorama of work-based learning so far, because also the policymakers have made their best to make easier the work for the school. We have a legal framework regulated right now. All the vet providers have a business coordinator that made ready all the documentation for the students to make the internship, and also the role of NAVETQ, our National Agency for Vocational Education, is very active regarding the business coordinator. This is the documentation. As I mentioned before, the business is highly interested to cooperate with our school, mutual activities, teaching representatives of businesses came in our school to make open hours, extra lessons, or to share their experience with our students, and employment. This is the most important part. 80% of them are getting employed before they finish the school. Actually, right now, we have also 2 international projects ongoing they are both connected with Italy, with Apro Formazione and IFOA. Both of them are Erasmus+, where our students will make internship for 1 month in Italy, and they are very lucky, the selected one, because they have the possibility to watch an international environment and to work with the best chefs all over the world that are located in Italy for sure. And also the second project that is with IFOA, it's also for capacity building, and it's very important because for the school in Albania, it's not possible to lead the project, but they can be a partner. So IFOA program is focused train the trainer, because we believe in a couple of years we also will be part of the European Union, and so for us it will be very easy to lead project, to receive grants from European Commission. Those are some pictures of our school. For sure, not everything is something that is done good can be done better. And here are some of our challenges, but one of the most important, we want to transform our school in a vocational center also for adults, because the law actually is only for young, from 16 years old until 22 years old, and it's impossible to train the adult, and transforming the dormitory in a hotel where the student can make the practice also inside the school regarding some kind of profiles, because we have kitchen, we have bar and restaurant, but we don't have yet now skipping areas, so where they can practice all the hotels hospitality services. And to end, I'm also a product of a vet school. I have been student there in my school, and after 5 years I returned like a teacher. And I strongly believe that vocational school can change your life, can change your direction, because if you are lucky enough to meet the right persons, you always will have a job, you always will be a person with integrity and a high moral. Maybe you will not be a billionaire, but you will have a good name in community, a good name toward your family and your friends, and everyone will respect you. Thank you.
Please go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lev Berman. I come from Israel, and I represent Amal School Network. We are one of the biggest school network in Israel. We have around 100 high schools. My position, I'm head of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Education and Center. And our network specializes in technological and innovation education, which is our, I think we are leaders in Israel in this subject. So, yeah, thank you. Next slide. And actually 2 slides. So I think if I would stand here 2 years ago, I can, sure. No, it's perfect. Yes, yeah. Thank you. So this is our network group, and if I did this presentation 2 years ago, probably I will explain about how we build a process of education for entrepreneurship. Let's do joke, you know, once Israel was very strong in agriculture, but I think we finished all our water, so now we can't do anymore. So it's, as you know, not the main market in Israel, or big market, is startups, high tech, so this is the reason we do it. So we continue to do a lot of technology education, new technology. We build our models for how to, in 2-3 years, to create kind of acceleration process in schools and high schools. But this is not what I would like to speak together today. As a attention focus methodology, I integrate in this presentation pictures what was created by artificial intelligence. The prompt was to combine famous painters with topic of social inclusion and excellence. So if you do like, you can try to think who was the original painter. So the first lecture of Shamal was really great, preparation for my point. Actually, when I came today here, I was a little scared because I thought I'm not going to speak about how we give technical skills or work preparation, but I would like to speak about social inclusion and peace literacy. Why? Because I think when we build our programs and educate our students, we also think about how to create the motivation, not only to study, but also to work. How to manage or to prepare base for well-being for long period of working. And in beginning, 4 years ago, when I planned entrepreneurship education, I answered for myself the motivation could be the self-success. Right? So we say, would you like to be millionaire or to create successful business? So study these things. And in some point, we thought that maybe it's not enough, but maybe we can also add something about social responsibility. Maybe we can come to students and say, would you like to change the world? Would you like to do the world better place? In Jewish tradition, we have one of the ancient value. It's called tikkun olam in Hebrew. It means make the world better place. So we really did this kind of positioning or marketing. We add actually for our business and entrepreneurship education the concept and try to use your skills or create your startup in purpose to do it better world. And we find it's strong motivation point. For our students, if we compare, you coming and saying you want to be a successful man or to do a lot of money, or maybe additional, do you want to solve some problem? Do you want to do this world better place? It creates strong motivation for students. So today, I would like to, in a few minutes, to present you also our concept, but also our practice. Because I think in social inclusion, probably everybody agree about the meaning of this concept and value. But the question also, how in practice, what framework or practice we can do it to promote social inclusion in our education. So we find the SDG goals as a effective framework, first of all, to explain what is could be repair reward, what could be your purpose of your startup. So this is not innovative. It's important. I think a lot of our partners do it. So the next step, we actually create a modular program including 4 pillars or 4 components. And the goal of this program was to promote peace and social literacy. So few more things, but to educate our students not only to be effective technological persons, entrepreneurs, but also to know or to keep in their work with values. So our 4 components in this, we called it Peacemakers program, and it could be used each component alone or all 4 components together. First of all, we create a conflict resolution methodology for education that could be combined in different courses. We use it also in general courses as history or citizenship, but it's also be implemented in professional courses. So it's kind of methodology, how you prepare, you give skills for conflict resolutions for your students. The second thing, we actually last year developed a technological platform, combine metaverse and AI for create simulations for conflict resolutions. It could be any kind or a lot of kinds of conflicts, interpersonal conflicts in class or in work, for example, I have with my manager, or also social conflicts. Our test conflict, we take some very actual, today not solved social issue in Israel. So it's in metaverse, it's kind of platform that can give you feedback about the balance of your solution, if you would like. And also we add some database where each participants can vote, add the claims, values, solutions. So it's kind of a tool for simulation. This simulation, we last week did 2 pilots, so it's take about 3 hours. So it could be really long, high point, end point of course simulation. The next 2 things, we create 1 year course for global leadership and social inclusion. It's include few pillars. It's like a methodology, and it's open. We're happy to share it with other all partners or other groups that will do. And the last thing, we combine the learning of AI. Probably everybody today speak about AI, but we really develop, I think, very interesting methodology for deep learning. I mean, not only how you use prompts or use application, but how you really create AI solution for social good or for good. So my summary is that we are experimenting, we're creating how actually to bring social inclusion and excellence to practical way, how to bring it to students in combining or combining with technology that our students will on one hand study technology and how to use it, and the other hand we will give them the value base and the value base to do it, use it for good things. So it's, I think we are in position that we are very looking for partners, because I think our technologies build it to do collaboration between students from different places. We do it today between Israel different schools with Jewish population, Arab population. This year we do 2 pilots with students from Ukraine and also from Serbia. And we're really happy to make more partners, to share our knowledge and to find partners and to promote actually concept of peace literacy and social inclusion and integrating it in different VET and professional programs. If you would like, you can guess who was the author or inspiration for last picture. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lev. It's impressive, the work-based learning, peacemaker skills, all together working on inclusion. So we can achieve this challenge working together.